Hi, Fashion Dolls. It is Transformation Tuesday, September 23rd, and welcome to an all new episode of Style by Stevie. Did y'all miss me? I needed that little break. I took yesterday off, but we will be back with new episodes throughout this week. My very special guest today, she is an entrepreneur, she is an author, she is a model, she is an actress, and I'm super excited to have her here in the dollhouse with me. I hope you all are doing as awesome and as fabulous as I am feeling today. The last few couple of days left in this month of September, and then my birthday month, October. I'm super excited about that, y'all. I will be 32 Halloween, October 31st, and I'm super excited. I'm going to do something special. I don't know whether I'm going to do a photo shoot and give you guys a sickening costume or if I'm going to do a birthday celebration, but I haven't picked a special guest on that day yet. So I want to give you all a very special shout out as you're joining. Let me share this live with my beautiful, very special guest as we welcome her here in the dollhouse. She is working, so bear with me. Bear with me, Fashion Dolls. Shout outs to my brother K Tukes, host of the K Tukes Spot. Make sure y'all please go and check him out. Check out his platform. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all liking today's look? Again, I'm feeling like Diamond in the Players Club. Hence the hair, the over teased hair, and just a little nod to Diamond, Lisa Ray, and the Players Club. So without further ado, let's welcome my extremely beautiful, very special guest, the Queen herself. You call me Queen, but today I'm welcoming another Queen here in the dollhouse, Nikki Taylor. Okay, and I see I'm gonna have to do something different. I'm gonna have to search. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. Because she did say she was. There she is. Hello, beautiful. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Give it a sec, Fashion Doll. She's driving. So we're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. Thank you, Pure Lux. Thank you. I'm glad that y'all are loving today's look. I wanted to do something as a nod to uh, Lisa Ray from the Players Club. So that hits the hairs overly teased. I can't hear you, my love. While our beautiful, very special guest, she's getting it together, Fashion Dolls. I'm gonna hold it down for y'all. Welcome as you're just coming in so that we can get this started. Welcome, welcome. You can't hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me, Fashion Dolls? Y'all let me know. Can y'all hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a uh okay, can y'all see me? Y'all can see me, y'all can hear me? Okay. Nikki, you might have to jump up, jump back, jump down, and then jump back up, or I'll add you. Y'all can see me and hear me. Give me some blue hearts if y'all can see me. I can't hear Nikki at all. That is so crazy. Okay. Oh, yes. Thank you, Pure Lux. If she has the Bluetooth on, then that will probably knock out the sound. Thank you. Yes. Give me some blue hearts in the comments. Yes, if y'all can see me. I'm going to bring Nikki back up. I don't know what is going on. Let me see if it'll work now. Let me invite her back. Okay, now see the viewer count just went down. What is going on? I think my live is knocking people out. IG is tripping today, y'all. Let's see if it'll work this time. Okay, give me a thumbs up because I had this same problem last week when I was trying to get one of the guests on the show. It was crazy. Okay, let me try this. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the blue hearts, y'all. Hopefully it works this time. Y'all can see me and hear me. And I just sent her a request. Let me see. I accept. And hopefully it should work. If it doesn't, then I don't mind starting a new live over. I do not mind. Okay. Let me try something here. Give me a sec, y'all. Give me a sec. What I'm gonna do is start a new live. You don't see anyone in the drop down viewer count? That's crazy. I'm seeing it. Yeah, folks are here, and I'm seeing you guys type in the comments. So what I'm gonna do is start a new live and come back. How about that, Fashion Dogs? And y'all come back and y'all join me. Hopefully it works this time. This has never happened before. Well, it has in the past, but uh, I had it happen last week. But we're gonna get Nikki on here, and then we're gonna get into some good conversation. I will be right back. She's there. Okay, she's here, but I just don't see her. Hopefully it works this time. Wait a minute. Let me try before I head out, and hopefully it works. There we are.
Hey, finally. Oh, what
Perfect.
happened?
Welcome to the dollhouse, beautiful.
Hey, hey.
It's such a
Yeah,
pleasure to have
that's
you here.
all.
Finally,
Yes, I
finally,
know,
finally,
right?
finally.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, yes, yes. So, how has 2025 been for you thus far?
Oh my gosh. Busy. Busy, busy, busy. And also bittersweet, we had a couple of losses, but it hasn't been bad at all.
My condolences. Sending you all my love. For real, for real, for real. Welcome as you're just coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. King Mario 27 says, "Hey, Nikki."
Hey, I'm sorry if I can't respond back. I'm driving, y'all.
She's driving and she's working, so we won't keep her
I'm
long, and it's brief. So
sorry.
before we get into your story, one thing
Yeah.
that I love about you, because I interviewed your husband, keep Mr. Keep It 100, Carlin Taylor, had him
Yes.
here on the show. We'll talk about
Yes.
that later in the conversation. But what I love about you, Nikki, and I've seen some of your work. I've seen you in action on the runway. I've seen you as an actress. You are a businesswoman. You are an entrepreneur. You are
Yes.
a mother. You are a model. You are an actress. You are an author. And
Yes.
I know that for us as women, we wear so many hats nonstop. And I was just having this conversation with my mom as well too. And I
Yeah.
asked her, I said, "Mama, how do you do it?" And out of all of my siblings, I grew up with four brothers, two sisters. And
Oh
my
wow.
sister and my brother were the first two born. Here I am. My mama said she did not drop the bombshell on me, girl.
Oh
She
wow.
said, "I do not intend on having no more kids after your brother and your sister. The same pain and labor that they gave me is the pain that you gave me
Oh
when you
jeez.
were born." And here I am. I'm the third born. I was born in 93. So around 92,
Oh
she would have been
wow.
pregnant.
Pregnant
But
again.
she told me that she said, "God has you here for a reason. And it's all
Well,
about balance." And at the time, she was working a job trying to help me and yeah, working me, helping my older brothers and my sisters, helping us out and everything. And it's all about making sacrifices. So wait a minute, it's buffering. Hey, brother. Shout outs to y'all. Welcome if y'all are just coming in. Welcome, 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 welcome. There we are. Okay, she's back now. I was saying that being a mother is all about making sacrifices and having to make sacrifices for not only just that, but your family itself. So my first
That's right.
question with you is, how do you do it, girl? Because you wear so
Whew.
many hats. And for us as women, it's like the job is never done. A woman's job is never done.
Which is true. I get that all the time. Like, how do you do it? Like, you're going to dance competition, softball games, and you got work. Plus, you're dealing with your husband, and it's a lot. But I just make it work. I don't know. I just only know how to make it work. So I just make it work.
And you're on
But it
call
is a lot.
24/7 and high
Oh yeah,
demand as a model. Well, like I said, I've seen you in action on the catwalk. I've
yeah.
seen you on film set. So it is all about balance. And I was watching an interview with Diana Ross, and this is another question I wanted to ask you. The same question that was asked to her. Um, I asked a lot of women this question because
Hmm.
the gentleman he asked her, he said, "Do you believe that women can have it all?" And she said,
Mm.
"Yes.
Oh yeah,
I'm a mother. I'm a woman firsthand. I'm a
that's right.
performer. I'm an artist,
That's right.
and it is all about finding balance. So yes, women can have it all." So, Nikki, your thoughts on that question that Diana Ross was asked?
I do agree with that. I really do. I do agree that we can. I think it's just in our nature in a way that we are just able to do these things, nurture with our children and be there and also try to take care of home, take care of everything that we need to. So I just think it's kind of just in the genes of just the nurturing and being there and getting things done. So I just
Eh,
really think it's just there. But I think
Exactly.
everybody's able to do everything to me. But yeah,
And
definitely.
then it takes a village. You when you said
Oh, that too.
softball,
Yes.
going to games. I know you and Carlin, Mr. Keep It
Yeah.
100. For those of you who
Mhm.
know, it is all about having that village behind you. And I
Oh,
think even
yes.
Cardi B
And
said
my
something
mom
to the
sometimes I
tune.
definitely have to be
Yeah,
thankful for her sometimes. Yes, for helping when she can. Yeah.
it takes a village. Like even Cardi B said it in an interview, like, I'm a woman, I'm a performer, and I'm a rap artist. I'm always on the road. And she said that she wants her kids to have the realization. I think in the interview with Jennifer Hudson, she said she wants her kids go out there and see
Yes.
my dad, go out there and see your grandfather, go out there and explore different parts of the world. Yes, you're used to this being growing up in the entertainment business, being around the rich and famous, but I also want you to see my family as well too, your grandparents. So she allows her kids to go spend time with their grandparents. And that's key and crucial. So I mean, that's where that nurturing and that humble and that home aspect comes in, because we don't want them to lose sight of who they are. And they're
That's
already in
right.
the performing arts, they're in sports, and I'm pretty sure they want to make it a career. And it's going to be a lot for you and Carlin with having to make sure that, and a lot of celebrity kids have their parents managing them. And
Oh
I can give you a prime example. We're talking in the category of women artists. Brandy.
yeah.
Brandy
Yeah.
picked up the trait of, and my brother K Tooks is a big Brandy fan. I'm a big Brandy and Monica fan. I love them both. Wish I could get tickets to the tour, Brandy, if you ever see it, girl. But
Yeah.
my God, in an interview with Arsenio Hall, um,
Yeah.
Arsenio asked her, "What do you want your daughter to do?" And
Mhm.
she said, "I don't want her to be a dentist. I don't want her in this business," because sometimes parents have their reservations about the business.
Oh
And
yeah.
that was a question that I wanted to ask you as a parent, as a performer, as an actress.
Yeah.
Do you believe that children should be able to follow their dreams, their ambitions, their goals? And if they do
Oh,
decide
of
to get into
course.
acting, yeah.
Definitely. To be honest, I was forced into the modeling when I was younger. My mom had me modeling in newspapers since I was younger, and I used to didn't really like it in the beginning because they used to pile me with makeup and da da da. I hated
No,
makeup. I was like, but now I don't mind the makeup, but I used to hate makeup when I was younger. Um, so it just kind of stuck with me, and then I stopped doing it because I felt like I was forced into it. So I stopped doing it for a while. I stopped doing I used to perform and do a little dancing here and there. And then I stopped for some years and then I got back into it probably a little in high school. That's when I kind of opened back up and I was like, you know what, but I always let my kids decide on what they want to do because I never try to force them into what they kind of want to do. So if they tell me no, they don't want to dance anymore, fine, you don't want to dance. What do you want to do? So yeah,
If they want to
I don't
do
always
instruments, bands, whatever
exactly
they want to do,
sing and
they should
do.
be
Yeah,
able to make that career change. And to the parents out here watching this interview as well, too, if your child walks to the beat of their own drum and they feel as though, hey, I want to get into acting, I want to get into the arts, I want to perform. At
yeah,
first, this is not for me, but make sure that they are living their dreams out. That's what we're saying to all the parents out there. Let them follow their dreams and live their dreams out because it is
exactly.
so much out here for them to, if they want to go in the field of acting, if they want to go in the film, baby, kids are out here nowadays with technology. They are recording
Oh
films
my
and
gosh,
directing films.
everything.
How do you feel that technology has impacted the way well, I have a nephew. I don't have any, well, I have a
Hmm.
fur baby and a nephew. So technically, I guess I would say parent in a way, but
Yeah.
I'm Auntie Stevie. But I know that my brother wants his son to do whatever he wants him to do with his career because my brother went into the military. So I'm pretty sure when he grows up, he's going to want him to play sports. He's going to want him to do things. And he's probably going to let him do whatever he wants to career wise. But
Oh yeah.
the question was technology. How do you feel that technology has impacted our youth nowadays, Nick?
Oh my gosh. Sometimes I really can't stand it, honestly, because my kids have phone time. I don't have them on the phone 24 hours a day because it just drives me nuts. They don't communicate with each other. They're not really like socializing, and sometimes it's just that's a problem for me. I just feel like they should be socializing together and doing things and not just stuck in the phone scrolling all day on TikTok or anything like that. It drives me nuts.
You
It
you
drives
become
me nuts.
so consumed by it. And
Consumed
in a
with it. Oh
way,
yeah. Oh yeah.
we now live in a day and age, if for all my parents, well, I'm 31. So I know
Yeah.
growing up I grew up kind of young. But I know that back in my time when I was growing up, my parents, this was my mama's thing. My mama said, get them children outside, let them children play, let
Yeah.
them go
Let 'em
play.
play.
You
Yeah.
wasn't allowed to sit up. And then when I did my interview with LaToya, I was teasing him because we both grew up in South Carolina.
Hmm.
And if you grew up in the South, like myself and Nikki and Carlin did, if you grew up in the South in a black
Uh-huh.
household, your parents would tell you you go outside and play. Don't look in my mouth while I'm on the phone. You go outside and play with them children.
That's
So
right.
that's what I got a lot of growing up. This grown
Same
folks
here.
stuff. You don't be in here. Go outside and
Oh
play
yeah.
with the kids.
And play with the
And
kids.
we would
Yep.
have so much fun and we would use our imagination. We played basketball. We'd be on the skateboard at the time. We bought four wheelers. We did all sorts of stuff growing up. Now
Oh
we
yeah.
live in a day and age where children are consumed by technology and it can be used for the good and it can be used for the bad.
That's
So,
true.
yes,
That's so true.
it's so crazy how the times have changed from our time growing up to now
Oh,
we're seeing
wow.
technology having an impact on the children and
Impact.
they are monetizing off of it. They are using it.
Oh yeah.
They've got
Oh definitely.
channels, streaming, Twitch, gaming. I mean,
Making.
my brother was a gamer at one point. He sold all his games and stuff like that. But I have a cousin and he loves video games. But they now live in a day and age where they're consumed by it. And we have to make sure that you're getting in touch in the real world as well too, because there's so much opportunity out here. If you want to create video games, if you want to be an actor or a producer, they are
Anything
now
else?
using their phone. Nikki, girl, when I tell you, these children are they 2 and 3 years old and know how to operate a phone. And it's just like, my God, they pick up on it so fast. We now live in a day and age where our babies are picking up how to use these tools. So wait a minute, it's buffering. Give it a minute. Welcome if you're just coming in, Fashion Dolls. We're talking about the tools of the trade, technology, and how it's impacting the youth and the next generation. Now, I was saying to Nikki, I was saying These babies could be 2 and 3 years old and they know how to use a phone. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So sorry. Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Uh-oh, you went out, Nikki. I think she's getting a call, and when you get a call, it throws the sound completely out.
Hey.
There we are. Yes.
Okay,
I
okay.
was
So
saying
sorry. I
that
had to.
no, you good, girl. Again,
Okay.
see, multitasking. And I had
I
the
know.
same
So,
conversation with my girl, Dr. Sabrina
oh my
Samdifer.
God.
And my mother came in and she was saying, see, my yes, that's women. That's us. We're on call 24/7. We're multitasking. We can do it all. So
I know, right?
Isabella, I get it. um, I was saying that these babies are 2 and 3 years old and know how to operate a phone. They're learning so young. Put
Yep.
that skill to the test. Like, if you know how to operate technology, use that creativity. And these children are now going to college to learn these things. So
Oh yeah.
learn the tools of the trade to anybody who's willing to get into the business. That's what I would tell you. And
Okay.
have your parents there. Your parents is your best support. So you let them know that if it's something that you really want to do or go for, you talk with your parents first, consult with your parents. Because the goal is, my mother's goal for us was she wanted the best for each and every one of my siblings. I have 4 brothers, 2 sisters. And out of 7, out of all of us all together, my
Whew.
parents made sure that we all had whatever career field we wanted to be in. We go into it. At first, originally, I wanted to do hair. And so I put myself through beauty school. My father
Mm,
helped me. I failed the test the first time and I had to go back. And I can remember crying all the way back home the first time I failed. And
mm-mm.
my father said, a Marine vet, Nikki. If you growing up in the military family or Marine, you got a Marine vet, you already know they ain't taking no for an answer.
But,
So
oh
my father
no.
said, oh no, you going back to take that test. And I went back and took the test and passed it with flying colors. And then before you know it, 2013, I got my license. And
Wow.
the rest is history. Continued to do hair after that. I still have to renew and take classes. So I'm in the field of doing what I love. And I can remember my beauty school instructor telling me, you need to have a backup plan. I want you to go to fashion school. And at the time, because we don't have fashion schools down here, we have beauty schools, cosmetology, but you have to
Psychologist.
go further out. And I wanted to major in fashion mass communications or fashion illustration.
Mm,
And I wanted to go to FIT in New York. So I said, do I want to be this far away? Because,
mm.
as you're getting older, your parents' health
Oh yeah.
starts to change. You
Oh
notice
yeah.
certain things. And I was like, no, I can't leave my mom like that. I got to have a backup. So sitting in the room brainstorming one day, boom, Style by Stevie was formed. And the rest was history. And my mom was like, as long as you're doing what you love, I support it. And
Got it.
here I am, like in my 20s, around this time, my 20s, mid teens, just graduating out of high school. My mom said, always have a backup plan. You
Plan.
know, don't
Yeah.
put your eggs in one basket. How they
That's
say
right.
it is, right, y'all?
Yep. That's
Don't
right.
just always have a backup plan, always have a game plan. And my father was the same way. Like, what is going to be your backup plan? What are you
Mm.
going to do? And he has had the talk with us. We would get tired of hearing it, but we needed to hear these things because
Yeah.
it's preparing you for life. What are you going
That's
to do
right.
with your career? And that's for the next generation, for anybody who's looking to get into the entertainment business. Trust me, I didn't know what I was doing this. I didn't go to
Or,
school for journalism. It's because I do a lot of reading and research. When you're reading, when you're educating yourself, when you're on top of your game, and I was a straight A student in school, always kept my head in the books. You learn so much from the people who encourage you. So to anybody out there, and I'm having this conversation with Nikki because I know that there's a lot of parents. Both her husband's a performer also, so the family's entertainment all the way. And to any parents out there who have their reservations about their babies being in the entertainment business, just listen to this conversation because the next generation, even for models, I can go down a long list of models who started off very young. And she's one of my favorites, Naomi Campbell. Started off very young. Her mother was a model as well, too. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure her mother had the same talk with her. And I can remember Tyra Banks as well, too, just
And Tyra
recently.
Banks was one of my favorites. Yeah.
Oh, I love Tyra.
Tyra Banks,
Her
yeah.
mother was like, okay, you grown, you're a teenager. Because for girls growing up, you're 17, you're a woman now. So you're leaving home. You're on your own. You're figuring out your way into womanhood.
Mm-hmm.
And her mother said, because she wanted her mother to chime in this time, Nikki, her mother said, no, no, you grown. You don't need me to tell you what to do. Because she was just jump starting her career off, modeling career off in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, she wasn't Tyra Banks. She was just Tyra. That was her model name, just Tyra.
Yeah. So,
And her mother was right there supporting her all the way. So to any parents who have their reservations about being in the entertainment business, let your kids flourish on their own. And I can give you another child star who's now a mom, who's got it together, who's balancing out, working. Kiki Palmer.
oh
That's a
yeah, she's
perfect
amazing. Oh yeah, she is amazing.
example. A perfect example. Kiki grew up right before our very eyes. We seen her at 12 years old, what,
Mm-hmm.
Aquila and the Bee?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And to see her now as a mom, as a businesswoman, as an author, as an actress, when she's been doing this at 12 years old, these babies are learning young. So let
Oh
them
yeah.
learn. Let them go to school for it. Let them go to college. Let them learn. But also be their eyes and their ears. Let them know, because the advice that I would give to anybody, and I have a nephew, like I said, if he comes to me and asks me, okay, Auntie, this is something I want to do. I want to do a podcast, I host a podcast. I would tell him, do your research. I can tell you what to do, what you need to do, the basis of it. Make sure that you are building yourself up, because it is
Yeah.
very key and crucial and important. That's the
That's right.
entrepreneur aspect, because I'm sitting here with an entrepreneur and businesswoman, Nikki,
Oh
and
yeah.
I understand that as an entity, as a brand, you have to build yourself up from the top. And I could go through a list of business women.
Oh
Who
yeah. It's
Rihanna,
tough.
Rihanna,
Yeah.
multi-million dollar empire, Fenty,
Oh yeah.
Puma, uh, perfume, fragrance, makeup, whatever you name it,
Yeah.
she's done it.
Lingerie, everything. Oh yeah.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah. Yeah.
and another one, she started off very young in the business as well too. And we see her now as a woman, as a mother, as an entrepreneur, building her brand up. You cannot go into a Sephora store or Ulta store or a TJ Maxx or wherever and see a Fenty piece of anything there.
Mm-mm.
You're not going to go in the store and not see that there.
Oh yeah.
That's hers.
Oh yeah. Definitely her.
Another entity as well too. Of course, we know is Oprah. Oprah built herself up as a black woman, a talk show host,
Oh yeah.
and at a time where it was very few and in between black women in daytime television,
Mm-hmm.
carved out the pathway for myself and others. Even though I'm not mainstream, I'm not on an Oprah level, but it's getting there. It's coming. I'm
That's right.
manifesting
It's
it.
gonna get. That's right. There
I'm
you go.
manifesting it, and I
Um,
believe in the power of manifestation. If you put it
so
out
do
there,
I.
it
Oh
will
yeah.
come
It
true.
will come too. Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
we covered the entrepreneur aspect, the author aspect, Nikki, because you are an author as well too. How
Yes.
important is it that in these times, in these dire times that because you said it was an emotional roller coaster, and it has been for all of us as black women in this country. This year, 300,000 black women lost their jobs. So,
Mm.
Nikki, my question to you as an author and as a black woman, both of us as black women, what can black women do to reassure their peace? And how can writing also help as well too? Because I believe that it's therapy. It's like therapy.
Yeah, and that's just what I was gonna say. It's definitely therapy to just write things out, and that's what helped me because I was going through one. That's what
Mm,
how I started to become an author, and did a collaboration with some wonderful women also that had amazing stories as well. And we all just came together and we did a love story. That's what the name of the book is, Love Story. And so It was just amazing to see all the women that just, it helped them to express themselves, and it helped other people who wanted to read the book and was going through something or never thought they were able to be an author or do something. It was just a inspiration to others. I got that from a few people. We even did a affirmation book as well.
Mm.
So it was affirmations for the month of like September, you know, October, whatever the month was. We did a affirmation on that month. So yeah, it really helped me because I'd never thought I was going to be able to write a book. Never thought, I was able to come up with anything, but it just came so easy. I was just writing everything I was feeling from childhood to now, and it just became. So yeah, it was definitely a great experience, and I'm happy I was able to collab with those ladies as well to do the love story book. So
Oh. And it's like a release in a way, Nikki. Like
it's
when you're putting it
definitely,
down on paper in 2025, and I'm pretty sure you've seen the TikTok videos of people saying, I'm going to start gratitude journal. I'm going to
yeah,
start jotting things down. This is just
exactly,
the beginning. It's
yeah,
therapeutic when you put it out
that
on paper
definitely,
and
yep,
it helps you. It's like a release. Everything that you're feeling that is bottled up inside. And I tell my mother, me and her have conversations all the time. We're not too grown to talk to our elders, the people who came before us, our mothers,
well,
our
of
great
course not,
grandmothers.
yeah,
Go back and talk with them. Journal
yeah,
down, whatever conversations that you've had with them. They're intimate. They're to you. You keep it to yourself. And I think that we need more black women, and as black women as a general, we need to be writing our thoughts, our feelings.
oh yeah,
Because when I see that number, 300,000 black women lost their jobs because of this regime that's in the White House. I'm not even going to give them the time of
I
day. I'm going to wait till Saturday with Christian Barber, and then I'll let loose like I really want to. But it's stressful. It's
it is,
exhausting. It's exhausting mentally
and it can
to
be,
tune
yes,
into so many things. It's like black women, we're constantly under attack. It's like we have to find that outlet for us to be able to vent because we already know what they're going to label us if we don't vent or release it. And those two stereotypes, well, the one stereotype is the angry black woman,
yeah,
which is very, very dangerous. It's a dangerous trope because it's like we're aggressive, we're this, we're just be
yeah,
unapologetically correct here. We're
yeah,
bitches because we speak our mind and opinions.
yeah,
But what made this black woman so bitter? What makes black women angry? What makes us so angry? Because we're frustrated. We're seeing our men lose their lives in the streets. We are experiencing trauma. And us journaling and jotting these things down and telling our stories can be helpful to the next woman and the next woman and the next person and just empower their lives. So it's unpacking that generational trauma, the trauma we've seen, the trauma we've witnessed, all of these things that have been harmful to us. So, what makes a black woman angry? What makes us angry? What makes us tick? What is our boiling point? It is those things, the trauma we've seen, the pain we felt. And then when we speak out about it, we're oftentimes gaslit. Oh well, she's exaggerating. She doesn't know what she's talking about. You just tripping. No, I don't feel okay. So we're talking about the mental health aspect of it
yeah,
because a lot of black women, we suffer with mental health. And black men as well too, the whole black
exactly.
collective. But women, we're able to talk about our issues and we're seeing more and more men
Now
be
come ahead and
open
talk.
and
Yeah,
vulnerable, talk
yeah,
about it. They have their space. And Nikki, I'm pretty sure because I've seen you in the salon as well too. I love going to the salon, getting my hair and nails done. It's an outlet for us where we're able
oh
to
yeah,
sit with our silence and vent and talk because they're women. We understand each other and that connection
that's
between
right.
us as women, that camaraderie, that sisterhood. And when
Hmm.
men go to the barbershop, they do the same thing we do
The
as
same
well to keep it apart.
which
So
is true.
we need that outlet. We need that outlet. We need that release. So like I said, our black women were oftentimes gaslit because we speak out and we say, hey, something, I don't feel good today. It's okay to not be okay. And that's the
That's
mental
right.
health aspect. But we're seeing more and more of our people unpack that trauma because you can't have that cycle going on. That cycle will just keep going on and on and
Keep
on
going
and on.
on.
And it'll trickle on to the kids. And then when you
That's
see them in their marriages growing up and with their kids, it's just like, wait a minute, it's like I'm looking in a mirror here. Like
yeah.
everything that I've seen, that I've experienced, now my children are starting to pick up those same type of things. So the cycle must be broken. So I just had to touch on that because I believe that writing is therapeutic for each and every one of us.
Yes, it is.
And telling your stories, is a quote from Nina Simone that I absolutely love, and I quote her all the time. The job of the artist is to reflect the times. Mhm. So that means whatever you're feeling, whatever you're going through, you put it on paper. You
Yeah.
read about it. Find that outlet for you. Because for women, it's easier for us to talk about our issues. Whereas now, before men wouldn't feel so comfortable talking
Yeah.
about mental health. They
That's
would
right.
keep it bottled up inside. Or Nikki,
Yeah.
what they would do, because I'm pretty sure you have brothers and uncles and your
Yeah.
husband as well too. If Carlin, if he's not feeling something, or any man in your life is not feeling something, they'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna be all right." No,
Yeah.
it's okay to
Me
not
too.
be okay.
And that's true. That is
And I'm
so true.
seeing our people normalize, because for years we have been told what goes on in this house stays in this house,
Hmm.
and it don't leave out this house. But if it's
Yep.
impacting me and it's causing me harm, what am I supposed to do? The
Yeah.
resources are out there for you. Find an outlet, talk to somebody.
Oh yeah.
Please
Oh yeah.
talk to
There's
somebody.
plenty of resources. Yeah. There's plenty of resources.
My God. Because we've been programmed and desensitized to keep it all up inside, sweep it up under the rug,
Yeah.
talk to God about it. Yes, talk to
Yep.
God. I'm very spiritual. Talk to God. But faith without work, and my shout outs to my cousin Sherry, who was on the show not too long ago. She said the same thing when she was here. Faith without work is dead.
And which is yeah.
God put
Just
therapists here for a reason.
reason. Oh
So
yeah.
sometimes, yes, you go and you talk to your family, get a second opinion as well too. Go and talk to somebody because that's what they're there for. They're to listen, and they're also help you look into that mirror of yourself. Self
Mm.
accountability. And it's okay to sit in the present and in the moment, hold ourselves accountable for things, but just don't beat yourself up about it. And let me not try to be critical, because I sometimes beat myself up about things. And come to find out, it's a trait in my family, Nikki. Like my brother does the same exact thing. My mom was like, "You beat yourself
Mm.
up a little bit. Don't do that." And she told me
Yeah.
just like that, "Don't do that. Don't beat yourself up. You can't change what happened in the past. You can only focus on what's going on in the future right now
That's
and how
right.
you can be a better person about it." She said, "Don't do that. Don't beat yourself up. And you're not stupid either." Because I would beat myself up so bad. I would call myself stupid. I would say, all
Mm-mm.
of those harmful things. And
Yeah.
I've gotten to a point in my life now where I'm just like, what's done is done. And, I have
Yeah.
to live with that. And God, you had that conversation with God because you said affirmations and mantras. One of my affirmations that I say to myself in the morning when I get up is, I'm surrounded by people who uplift me. And you have to create that circle of people, that group of people that you genuinely trust wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be a big circle. It can be a very intimate circle, a circle of friends, a circle of family members that you trust on. And me and my mom, we have a very close relationship. I'm close to my grandmother as well too. My grandmother is 80 years old. And
Oh
Nikki,
wow.
girl, when I tell you, she has the spirit of a baby. When I was in my 20s, I was a firecracker. But she has the spirit of a 29-year-old. Let me tell y'all a quick story about my grandmother. She had to go because they found a blood clot on her lung, and they had to
Oh.
go in, and she died removing it surgically. They had to go in,
What?
and She came back. They revived her. Praise the Lord. She's still here and living and kicking it. Nikki,
Oh
let me tell you
wow.
what my grandmother said. This is how crazy she is. Um, she said they didn't got no pork chops or nothing here. When she was in the hospital, now my
What?
uncle came.
Oh my
Grandma, you
goodness.
worried about food? She didn't even knew she flew on the helicopter to get there to the hospital. And my girl, my mama was teasing with her. She said, "Mama, how you got here to the hospital?" And she said, "Child, I'm just trying to catch me a ride with somebody." Because they done finally told her that she flew on the helicopter. She came too. So,
Wow.
my God. Oh, my Lord. But
Mm-mm.
that's the type of energy that we have to
Yes, you
have.
can.
We have to have that type of energy, that joy. We have to be the next. I know what you mean by that. Yes. We talk to your ancestors, talk to your great grandmothers. Keep that
Oh
circle
yeah.
intimate. My grandmother and my mom mean the world to me. You know, you can buy
Same.
women, we can buy a lot of diamonds.
Mm-mm.
You flash a Tiffany box in our face. And well, for me especially, you flash me a Tiffany box. I'm yours forever. But the most two precious diamonds that a woman can have in her life is her grandmother and her mother.
Oh yeah.
They're unbreakable. They're black diamonds because black diamonds are the toughest to cut. Out of all the diamonds, that bond with a mother and her child is unbreakable. You can't break that.
That's right. That's right. That's
And a
right.
grandmother and that many a spankings I got when I was younger for well, I wasn't really a bad child, but when my grandmother or mom told me not to do something, I was testing the waters. I want to do what I want to do. But I got disciplined for it. And that's what created the structure with me. I've learned how to be organized, how to be on time, and go at the beat of my own drum because my parents sure did. And
Oh
it's
yeah.
taught me much as well too. So to anybody, form that circle. I mentioned my grandmother and my mom and my brothers, my siblings, you know. So find that circle of people around you. There's my other brother K Tukes in the comments. Shout outs to him. The K Tukes spot, make sure y'all please go and check him out. K Tukes will call me and he will tell me, "Hey sis, how you doing? How's mom? How's all of that, this, that, the
Oh
third, and
yeah.
the other?" Yeah. And that's what you're supposed to do. Check on your
That's
circle.
right.
Check within your circle and see
That's
how
right.
everybody is. Yeah.
That's right. Definitely got to.
Absolutely. So we covered all aspects because she's an entrepreneur, she's a businesswoman, she's an author, she's a model, she's an actress. Now, a lot of in 2025, we've seen a lot of Black women say that I'm in my soft girl era. Nikki, what does your soft girl era look like for you in your downtime when you're not on set?
Um, Honestly, I'm probably watching a movie, laid up under the covers, reading a book, watching movies. I go to the spa. I have my me time. I get everybody out the house. And I definitely have all my boundaries up now. I learned to put up my boundaries because I'm just like, After this time, no calls, not answering phone calls, no business calls, nothing. And I had to do that because I was at a point of answering the phone at any time, no matter what time it was. People were calling, but I've learned now just to shut down, and I shut it down. I do not play. The kids can't even call me, like unless it's a true emergency. But y'all got my mom, you got dad right there to call. I'm not the only person. Because at one point, everybody just comes to me. They're calling me for everything.
And
I'm
it's
like, okay,
overwhelming. It is overwhelming. That's what my mom was even saying as well too.
overwhelming.
And she was like, and I'm like, Mom, let me take some of the weight off of you. Let me help out. So lately, I've been having to do it all for her, keep an eye on her, But she gets it done. She's just like, I got so much to do. And I said, Mama, let me help. Let me help. Let me take some of it. So I'm her personal secretary. I have her little folder here with her appointments in it
Not the
and
folder.
everything. So I have to be her secretary, keep everything in order and all organized, all of that, because she will sometimes misplace things, and I have to help her. Like it's right there, so
Yeah.
I got it right there, keeping all her appointments and everything on track. So it's a
That's good.
job. You have to juggle
Oh
all of
yeah.
that. But even for my mom, when with my mom, I said, Mama, go get your hair done. Go do something nice for yourself. And
Something
I'll
for
pay.
yourself.
Go do something nice for yourself. She's like, you don't want to go? I was like, no. And besides, I'm a cosmetologist. I can glam up myself. So
Just
you go ahead and you take that time for yourself. You enjoy with
right.
your stylist. That's intimate for you. You brought me into this world. You carried me. The least I can do for you. And I'm always spoiling her with a perfume or anything.
Oh,
That's
that's
my
nice.
soft girl era to
Yeah.
my mother. I'm always spoiling my mom. I said I wouldn't want my mother to want for anything. And that's
Anything.
what a lot of people want for their mothers. Like you
Okay.
make
Yeah.
sure that they're taken care of.
Okay.
Make sure this
That's
is the
right.
woman who carried you and brought you into this world. So the least you can do for her, I said, when I make it big, you don't even have to want for nothing, mama. You don't have to want for anything. And she's been blessed because I'm a blessed. She said I'm a blessing to her. And as much as I can do for her, I will do.
We
So I
do.
said she wouldn't have to want for nothing. She say, okay, I want a new dress. I'm gonna get her a new dress. She
Yes.
wants earrings, and she don't even ask for it sometimes. Like I'll just randomly go. I remember one day she was in the store and I dipped on over to TJ Maxx and bought her some earrings, and there were
Oh.
these beautiful cluster like earrings. And she just said, now you know you didn't have to do this. I did it while she was in the store. I dipped. I don't know how fast I got back. I had to get back to the car because my grandmother was in the car with us.
Yeah.
And she said, what you got? So I spoiled my grandmother and my mom. I said, this is for y'all. But it's not about material things, but soft girl era can mean so many things to us because
Oh
it's
yeah.
about being gentle to yourself, making sure that
Right.
you are taking care of yourself and not overwhelming. Relax, unwind, especially for the mothers out there. You're juggling, making sure that the kids have to be on time to practice, like Nikki said earlier, making sure that they have their lunch, making sure that they have homework done. And I know it was difficult
Yeah.
for a lot of parents during the pandemic having to use those brain cells to help the kids with the homework because some of the stuff that they teach it now do not ask us because we do not remember.
I know.
And I'll be like, okay,
Oh,
what this is? This arithmetic? Okay.
I'm
So
telling you.
my goodness, call a friend over and get them to help you because our brain
Hell.
cells don't work like they used to.
Well,
But it's a balance. It is definitely a balance. In soft girl era for Black women is being delicate, taking care of self. Like Nikki said, going to the spa. And I've seen videos of even some of our favorite celebrities have a soft girl era.
oh
Tracy
yeah.
Ellis Ross did like this Eat, Pray, Love journey. Taraji P. Henson is another one where they were traveling
That's my
across the
girl.
country. And I'm pretty sure you've seen it, Nikki, of them taking trips in these beautiful countries and stuff like that. I'm like, I want to go. I'd be so envious. And the scenery looks so beautiful. They look gorgeous as well too. And they're out on a yacht somewhere or in another country taking pictures in front. I'm like, okay, this is being gentle to yourself.
Oh
This
yeah.
is what it's like. Take a trip, live life,
That's
live,
right.
and most importantly,
That's just
find
what I do.
joy.
Yeah.
Take a trip, put your feet up, go get a massage. They have spas in other countries as well too, and you can get a deep tissue massage. You can get a facial. You can get the whole experience. Whatever
Experience.
you like, whatever you like. Get your hair done. Get your nails done. Be gentle to yourself. Be gentle to yourself. Exercise is also being in your soft girl era. Black women are partaking in yoga. So
Oh yeah.
yoga is a young woman, and I cannot remember her name. She's on YouTube, and she does a lot of yoga. So we're seeing Black girl yoga. I mean, there's so many outlets out here where Black women can understand self care and what it means to take care of yourself, which is primarily the reason why I invented Style by Stevie. Because yes, I cover politics, I cover heavy topics, but I also cover the glamorous aspect of it too. I cover being gentle to yourself, self care, which is key, which is crucial, which is important, which is all of these things that Black women need, in these times. And I believe you should treat yourself. You should reward yourself. So if you want to go out shopping with the girls or go out and have brunch with the girls, do what you got to do. Have fun.
That's, that's right.
And you can do it in the comfort of your own home. You can have a spa day with your girls in the home. Send the kids
Oh
out,
yeah.
send them on with dad, send them to the grandparents, and just say, hey, I'm gonna have a girls' night in the house with my girls. And as Whitney would say, Whitney Houston for Waiting to Exhale, they would play spades behind the scenes after they've shot. They would play spades, they would talk and all sorts of stuff behind the scenes. But you have to find your fun. Find your fun as well. Find your fun. Find your peace because mommy needs her time. And of course, dad needs his time as well. To men that have now created the man cave, so they can go right in their man cave. And if the women
Exactly.
is called the she shed, or this is mommy's room right here. This is my room. This your closet can be your sanctuary, as an example. And it's a couple of actresses that I have closet fever over. Savannah James, LeBron James's wife, Nikki. I'm pretty sure you've seen her closet envy, girl. Shoes for all of my
Oh
ladies that
shoot.
like shoes. She's got them. Savannah James, and she's married to LeBron James. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is her. She got a whole glam. She's got like a, how can I describe it? Her bathroom is beautiful. She's got it set up in there and organized with her makeup and everything. This is mommy's sanctuary. So
Oh
she
no.
created a whole room for herself. It's beautiful.
Mhm.
Big house. But that's what you got to do. If they can have their sanctuary, women, you have to find your sanctuary as well too. And it can be at the hair salon. It can be at the nail salon. It can be getting your brows done. Whatever outlet works for you, find that out and take advantage of it.
Oh yeah.
We covered a number of things in this conversation today. And I said I wasn't going to keep my girl Nikki here, but I'm definitely going to bring her back for season 20. Yes, we are coming back with the 20th season, January 2026. And we have more amazing guests. Brittany Manyweather joins me tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune in. But before we close out this amazing conversation and interview, uh, I'm going to let my girl ask some questions.
Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go.
There we go. I'm gonna let my girl Nikki ask me some questions in a segment I like to call Woman to Woman, where my guests get to, well, my female guests, my lady guests, they get to ask me as many questions as they want to, as it pertains to the realm of us being Black and women and the challenges that we face. So I'm gonna pass it on down to Nikki.
Okay. How long have you been in this business?
10 years,
Yeah.
girl. 10 years,
10 years.
and I started
Oh,
right after high school.
oh
And
wow.
I can't believe I'm still going 31 years later of having Style by Stevie and doing this platform. Because when I first started, I did not know what I was doing. And I was cocky and I was arrogant. When you're young in this business, you learn so much and you grow up over time that you mature. And thank God for the likes of people shadowing and mentoring me, telling me, okay, you need to do this, you need to do this. And I was not willing to accept constructive criticism. And growing
Oh,
up, when, as growing up into your own as a woman, you have to learn to take create constructive criticism.
yeah.
And I was not willing to at one point. But now I can say yes. That's
Okay. And let me see. I'm trying to think what else I can ask. Um, have you done modeling? Have you done any modeling or
I would
any
love to.
acting?
I would love to.
Okay.
I would love
Okay.
to. Fashion influencer, I would love to. But
Yeah.
hosting this platform is my thing. I've always wanted to host
Okay.
a talk show. Always wanted to host.
Okay. One of
But
those.
see, you mentioned Tyra. So if Tyra was a model, and then she went right on into doing
Oh
talk
yeah,
show,
her one
top
talk
model,
show.
all of that. So who knows? Who knows?
I know, right? All right. Well, that's pretty much all my questions so far. That's pretty much
Oh,
my.
my question for you, Nikki, is
Mhm.
what helps you keep peace as a Black woman in these times, in these dire trying times?
Woo.
What helps you keep peace and sanity?
Music,
Mm,
music, and just being into my just praying and listening to positive. things. And I listen to gospel music all the time, drive and things like that. That keeps me at peace. Just music in general. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
And
And
being
my other,
around water, definitely. I'm a water baby. I love the beach, so it's a little difficult with me being here in Georgia all the time because there's no beach close by. I got to drive a few hours away somewhere, but I'm definitely a water baby. I love the beach.
and it's so therapeutic. It's something about
Yeah.
the water that gets you again that feeling of riding and just being near the beach. And another question as well too: what advice would you give to Black women on protecting their peace and finding their sacred space? What advice would you give to other Black women?
My advice would be for them to definitely have boundaries with everything. I've learned that, and that helped me because putting up my boundaries, it was hard. I was like, how do I do this? But I was able to put up boundaries. I believe putting up boundaries, doing what makes you feel good, and sometimes you got to put you first sometimes and worry about you, because if you don't worry about you, you're not going to be able to help anyone else as well that's around you, your kids, your family. So you definitely need to take care of you first as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And my cousin is here. Shout outs to my cousin, CTMC315. Hey, cousin Sherry. Hey, girl.
Hey,
And that
cousin.
was my cousin that I was telling you about that I had on my show.
On
And
the
she's
show,
going
yeah.
to be coming back. And I'm also going to
Okay.
bring Nikki back for season 20 and the new year of 2026. So I'm looking forward to it. So
Okay.
before we close out Fashion Dolls, the final thought of the day, which comes from Franklin D. Roosevelt. He says, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. So, for anybody, jumping into a new chapter can be scary for each and every one of us. And I think that with the shift that we're seeing, the paradigm, the shift that we're seeing in the atmosphere for each and every one of us, we have to make sure, as Nikki just said, set boundaries. You have to set boundaries. You have to. I'm not going to do this. I'm not willing to do this. I'm not willing to sacrifice my peace. Make sure that you are uh, in a safe space where you're able to, and there's nothing wrong with saying no. What if I hurt the person's
That's
feelings?
right.
There's different ways you can say no, like no, or
That's right.
you can say no, I'm not able to do this right now. It's different ways of saying. So talk to you too, girl. And I'm gonna text you today because I want you all to know that putting up a boundary doesn't make you a bad person. And I think a lot of people look at it as, oh, well, you will meet. No, it just means that I'm not willing to jeopardize my peace right now. So fear itself, yes, there's a lot of things to fear. You're going to have to go through obstacles. You're going to have to go through obstacles. But
Hmm.
there's a quote from Rihanna also that goes like this. She says, you have to go through the chaos in order to get to the finish line. And that means you're going to have to walk through hell and fire and back and then some to get where you're at that point in your life. So
Oh yeah.
I want you all to remember that, Fashion Bubble. And Nikki, without further ado, any upcoming projects, girl, and where can follow you and check you out?
Whew. um. Oh well, yes, they can follow me on sorry, the underscore Queen Taylor on Instagram and Nikki Taylor on Facebook. Upcoming events, we got a couple of awards coming up. The Bodyguard Award coming up, and a few small projects, short films that I'm gonna be doing, and that's pretty much it. And a new business adventure. Well, actually, we're expanding one of the business. So, yeah, that's about it. That's going
And you know
on.
I will be supporting girls, so send me whatever you got going on,
Okay.
and I will be
Well,
reposting. And I might have to bring you back on one of my girl talk panels. There's a panel of
okay.
African American women, and we all have different styles, different diversity, different everything, and we're always talking about what's going on in the world and the culture and how it's impacting us.
Well,
So
definitely. I would
definitely,
love to be on there. Yeah, definitely.
definitely.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
You are
Thank
so
you. Thank
welcome,
you.
girl, and I would love to have you back on for season 20. So I'll send you that information again. But I would love to
Okay.
have you on. I had a fabulous time. I had a great time.
Same here. Same here. All right. Well,
Y'all
thank
take
you.
care.
Bye, everybody.